Hi everyone, welcome back. It's good to have you here. I hope you're all doing great. Today I want to share my month of January in my Hobonichi HON. I've been loving this book. Everything about it makes me really excited to go back and journal every day, and I have been utilizing way more than when I was using my cousin. So let's get started and look a little bit more in depth at my pages. So let's start with the year at a glance. It might look a little overwhelming, I know, but worry not, I will explain. So my goal for this page was to mainly track my habits, social media, and kind of reflect on each month. So here, I did track a lot of things. I did mention though that I'm not a fan of trackers, but I still wanted to give it a try because I thought it might be helpful in some way to kind of see patterns in my life, and I was kind of right. I did not really like that exercise just because I feel like some things didn't really need to be tracked, or it wasn't so clear on what it meant. It's not really helping me personally, so I think I'll just stop tracking that kind of thing. It was fun to try, but I'm ready to let it go. However, the one thing that I really enjoyed tracking was my stretching and yoga, as well as my workout sessions. So those were really great to actually check whenever I completed it. So that's something that I'm actually doing here, and I will only track that from now on. So I am tracking my yoga, my workouts, and then the type of workout it is because I'm following a program. So yeah, this is transforming into this, and it's way simpler. No need to worry about all those things that I have to check every day. And again, it's fun to try it, give it a go. It's only been 2.5 weeks, so it's not too much commitment. So yeah, and then here I wrote a little end word of the month, and I really like it. I think I will definitely keep doing it every month, and then tracking my social media here. Moving on to the monthly. Here was only for my YouTube and Instagram for pomme, and this is perfect actually. It really allows me to see which days I was working on certain things. For instance, filming, editing, I also put it in there. Whenever I post something, Instagram post, Instagram stories, trying to be a bit more consistent because I'm not the best with social media, and since I have my YouTube channel now, I'm trying to be a bit more diligent. So yeah, I will definitely keep working that way. I do add little stickers whenever I decorate my page and I feel like there's that extra piece of tape that doesn't match the color palette of the page. I will usually put it in there, and it keeps it pretty minimal and still makes it cute. So yeah, that's been working too. For the weekly spread, I really removed all the decoration aspect, and I'm really trying to focus on the practicality of it. So as I kind of showed in my planner lineup video, the way I do it is again tracking what I do in my day and then tagging it with a color that represents a category. For instance, yellow is drawing, illustration, blue is for my YouTube channel or social media, pink is any hobby or things that make me feel good, and green is social events or call with friends, and gray is just life stuff, like groceries, lunch, dinner, that kind of stuff. It's been amazing to just see how I'm spending my time. So I will definitely keep working that way. And actually, I also added a tiny sleep tracker right there because I realized that my sleeping habits were not the best. I do tend to oversleep, so I'm definitely tracking that, and I will try to get better. So yeah, it's something that I never really noticed before, but now I'm able to get a better sense of the hours I would need and how to work on that. So yeah, that's a little extra thing that I added. Again, it's for practicality. This is all really helpful for me. Actually, I don't believe I showed this page before, but I believe I did that last December actually. But I was trying to set up some goals for 2024, and I thought this page would be the perfect page to do it, because first it says turning the page to a new year, you know, so I think it's nice to have it under my eyes every day and to kind of like remember what my goals were. This is really rough. I don't want to stick to this too closely because I don't want to be stressed by anything. This is just kind of like a guide. And here I decided to do the quarterly planning, and then I left myself some space here to write some thoughts about the goals I was trying to set up for myself and kind of the outcome of that, if that makes sense. So yeah, this page was also really fun to make. And finally, the dailies. This is the part that I enjoy the most in this book. It's really where I can express myself the most with decoration and writing. What changed from my cousin was actually that I wanted to give more of a functional aspect to this page as well. Not as much as the year at a glance or the weekly view, but still having some sort of list, adding any information that I did not put in those previous pages. And the biggest thing actually was tracking my meals. It's something that I did want to document for a while and never really done so. And because this is a new planner, I thought this would be the perfect opportunity to finally do it. I did have some habits in there too, but this is not something that I'll keep doing because it is a repetition of the previous pages. And again, habit trackers are not my thing. Like, definitely now I know I'm ready to let it go. So now I will flip through all the pages. As I did mention in my previous videos, I will stop using printed images in this book. I think the only one that is still in there is actually, oh, here. This would have been the last time I used any printed images in this book. So, yeah. I'm mainly using my sticker collection and a lot of washi tapes, and then ephemera as well. So the book feels lighter now and it's easier to write. It doesn't get as bumpy because the stickers are pretty thin. And also I feel like it allows me to be a bit more creative because with less things, like, how can you still make it visually interesting and different? And I've been really enjoying that. So yeah. These are my pages. I did switch to a thicker pen because I realized when I was using the Muji pen that I was like putting a lot of pressure on my wrist as I was writing, and it actually feels way more comfortable writing with this pen instead. So yeah, that's something else that kind of changed in this book. But I kind of also like the more thick render of the pen. So yeah, that will definitely stay. And yeah, I feel like my pages are way more minimal than they used to be in my cousin, but that's okay with me, honestly. It's more about the writing anyways. Yeah, and also it's a bit less time consuming because I realized when doing all the collage with all the printed images is that it would take me way longer to, you know, print and cut and paste and do all that stuff. While here, I get to do it, but it's way more manageable. So, oh yeah, actually, this is the last page of the month. I did miss a few pages in the beginning of February because I knew I wanted to change the layout, but I wasn't so sure how I was gonna do it. And so I guess I kind of procrastinated on that a little bit, but eventually I did do it for the past days, and this is how it looks like. You might have seen it at the beginning of the video, but yeah, I like trying new things. It's definitely a good practice and it makes it still exciting because I realized when I was like stamping my letters in my cousin or doing like the same thing every day, I became almost tired of it, which doesn't make sense. If we're keeping a journal, it's supposed to be enjoyable, right? So yeah, I think it's always fun to try different things, and if it doesn't work, then we could just come back to the previous one and or test even newer things later on. So here, as you could see, the habit tracker kind of thing is gone. I just keep my meals and kind of like a list of what I did in the day. And I feel like here I have a bit more space for journaling, which I enjoy personally. Yeah, so I think I'll just keep going with this and see. For February at least, I will catch up on those past pages and still trying to have fun with it every day. Thank you so much for watching, for following me. If you are not subscribed yet, please feel free to do so. You can also leave a little comment. I do read them and respond. I will see you all in the next one. Take very good care. Bye bye.